I'm Stacy. I'm the dietitian here today. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm Lauren. I'm
Nice
good.
to meet you, Lauren. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Hang out with my family, my niece and nephew.
Okay. Did you stay here in Lexington or?
No, we went back home. I'm from Louisville, so we stayed there with my family and just had a quiet Thursday night.
Okay. And I saw from your assessment you're about to graduate, right?
Yep,
That's
December.
exciting.
I know, I'm excited.
What are you planning on doing?
I'm in chemical engineering major right now, so I'm looking for a technical job in Louisville or Lexington
Okay.
following graduation.
So you want to stay around Kentucky?
Yes, just because my family's around here.
Okay. Awesome. So are you going to walk at graduation in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I just ordered my dress today, so I'm
Oh.
excited.
Have you got your cap and gown yet?
I just got it today too.
Awesome.
Yeah, and my tassel and cords.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what brings you in to see me today? I got some information from your doctor, but I'd really like to hear more from you.
I just have been having uncontrollable rashes a lot recently, and I've noticed that my digestion has kind of changed, and I've tried to stop drinking water as I eat,
Okay.
and just because I heard that helps with digestion, but nothing's really changed, and I've just noticed I've been really, really fatigued, and it's kind of stressful when I'm looking for a job right now.
Right, and I'm sure you're super busy. So did the doctor have any suggestions as to what this could be?
They mentioned celiac
Okay.
or maybe just changing up my diet. They also said it might be stress related, just because I kind of gave them a whole list of things that were wrong with me.
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of the tests they ran that they sent over to me actually suggest that you may be celiac, actually have celiac disease. What does that word mean to you? Do you have any idea what celiac disease is?
Not really.
Okay.
I think the only thing I can think of is I know it affects what you can and cannot eat.
Right, right. It's actually I'm sure you're frustrated if you've been having these symptoms. Celiac disease is an immune system disease, and it actually, when you consume gluten from wheat or rye or barley, your immune system attacks the gluten as if it's a foreign invader, and it attacks your intestines, and that's what's causing you some of this pain.
So you think it's just based off what I eat? It's not anything's really wrong with me?
I think it's probably mostly based off what you're consuming. Have you noticed the rashes coming out anytime in particular after you eat a certain food?
I notice it a lot when I go out with my friends. I usually drink beer or wine,
Okay.
and so
So beer would definitely have a lot of gluten and trigger these
that would make
responses.
sense. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe after the days after you're drinking, do you ever feel sick the next day and
Yeah,
notice the rashes form?
I've noticed that I have a lot of rashes, and I really can't kick. I've always thought it was just a really bad hangover I was getting sick from, but I guess that makes sense.
Okay. If you don't mind, would you mind doing what we call a 24-hour recall for me? And if you don't care, I'm just going to take some notes of what you tell me. And basically, I just want you to walk through a typical day, what you would eat, what your diet looks like, so I can get a better idea. And then as you walk me through this 24-hour recall, if you notice, just thinking back throughout your day, man, after I ate that, my stomach started hurting or cramping, just kind of, we'll star those as trigger foods, perhaps.
Okay.
Okay.
So I wake up usually around 8:30.
Okay.
And I just do my daily activities, and I don't really eat breakfast until 9:30 or 10.
Okay.
For breakfast, recently I've been eating Cheerios with some honey and almond milk,
Okay.
and all of my flare-ups I've noticed happen just progressively throughout the day.
Okay.
It gets really bad after, I guess, some meals, but it just depends on what I'm eating then. I usually just do some homework around that time, and I'm on my computer after breakfast, and I drink a lot of water in between then. And I always thought that water would help with my rashes and stuff,
Right.
but I guess if it's the food, that makes sense.
Okay.
eat lunch probably until 12:30 or 1.
Okay.
And usually for lunch, recently I've been eating like hummus and pita chips, and I'll have a sandwich and maybe a smoothie or some juice.
Okay. Do you put any fruits, or not fruits, obviously, vegetables on your sandwich?
I put spinach, maybe tomatoes, just depends on what I have, or maybe avocado if I have any.
And what kind of bread do you use?
Whole wheat.
Whole wheat. Okay, do you ever notice any flare-ups after lunchtime in the afternoon?
I've always noticed that around like my late afternoons, I have a really big rash on my chest, and my stomach always hurts, but I just kind of wrote that off.
Okay. It's okay. So between lunch and what you would consider dinner time, do you ever have a snack in between there?
Yeah, I will try to eat something kind of healthy, but sometimes I eat like baked cracker chip things,
Okay.
which is what I've been eating recently.
And what time would you usually have an afternoon snack?
I usually have an afternoon snack probably around 3 before I work out. And then after my workout, I always try to eat a protein bar or something.
Okay. About 4:30?
Yeah, 4:30 or 5. And then I eat dinner around 7 or 8.
So what's a typical dinner looking like for you?
I really like going to get grain bowls or Chipotle, and the last 2 nights I ate, I made shrimp scampi at home.
What kind of noodles do you use?
I use whole wheat noodles.
Okay. We didn't really touch on drinks. What kind of drinks do you typically have with your meals?
Depending on if I'm eating out or not, I might have like a beer or something with my food.
Okay.
But I drink a lot of water mostly, and then every once in a while I'll have some juices.
Okay. Just fruit juices? Or...
Yeah, or any like smoothies I make.
Okay. You put juice in your smoothie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just based off this, we have a lot to work with. You are consuming a lot of gluten in your diet, which would make sense why you're having these flare-ups if your doctor is concerned about you possibly being celiac. But nothing that we can't work on, and I don't want to scare you. I know this is all frustrating probably. The way you've been feeling, not feeling good, never makes anything any easier. And just all these words that you've probably been thrown at. So I just want to take things slow and kind of just start with this picture here for you. As I explained earlier, celiac disease is an autoimmune response, and your body, when you get sick or something, you hear that your immune system is what fights the disease or sickness.
Mm-hmm.
So your immune system literally targets this cold or whatever is a foreign invader in your body that it's not used to. So when your body's consuming gluten, your immune system is responding to the gluten as if it's a foreign invader as well. And it's attacking your intestines. So if you see here your normal intestines with the villi all up, your immune system is attacking your microvilli, and they're kind of down and swollen like that. So that's what's causing you a lot of pain.
Yeah, I have a lot of pain after I'm eating. And I always thought it was just gas or anything like that. And I bloat really easily, but I don't really gain weight easily. So I don't know what I thought it was, but this makes a lot of sense.
I understand where you could think it was even stress related, because I know when I'm stressed, my body does all kinds of weird things. So you mentioned that you're bloated often, or?
Yeah, pretty often. I mean, like I said, if I ever go out drinking and have a lot of beer, the next day, I feel horrible. And even that night, I feel really, really bad. And I've noticed that even if I eat a small amount of food, I get really bloated, and I'm not necessarily full.
Okay. So what about constipation or diarrhea? Have you experienced any of that?
Yeah, I guess I would say more so diarrhea than constipation.
Okay.
And it's always within an hour or so of eating, probably.
Okay. And does that usually last into the next day, or are you having trouble sleeping at night? Anything like that?
Sometimes I wake up with like a really upset stomach, and a lot of the times I thought it was just gas pain.
Okay.
But I guess it does. I mean, it's a pretty much day-to-day thing.
Okay.
I've tried to take medicine for it, but nothing's really helped.
And about how long would you say all these symptoms have been going on?
Honestly, for years.
Okay.
Yeah, they've gotten really bad now that I'm gotten in college. I always thought I was eating really healthy, so I didn't think, like, I really like wheat bread, so I didn't think that would affect it.
Well, you do eat very healthy from the looks of your diet, but a lot of the products, like I said, you're consuming do contain gluten, even whole wheat bread, obviously. But luckily, there are gluten-free bread options. It's probably going to be an adjustment, but we can work on that. I believe there's even gluten-free Cheerios now at the grocery store. At the grocery store, have you ever noticed gluten-free options in the aisle and wondered like what that is? Should I try that? I know gluten-free is like a big fad right now.
I was going to say, I've heard, I feel like I've heard a lot about gluten-free, but I didn't think that people that were actually gluten-free, it was because of like a reason. I thought it was just to be healthier.
Not everyone.
Yeah, I guess. I always just thought it was just to be healthier, but I never really understood why gluten wouldn't be healthy for you. But I guess if it's really affecting my health, that makes sense.
Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do next with you, I want to make some suggestions and set some goals. So I made this diagram that has some gluten-free breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snack options, and also has things to avoid for you. And I kind of just want to compare it to your 24-hour recall, because I don't want you to have to make any drastic changes. I know you're already frustrated, and this is a difficult thing to learn and hear, especially with the holidays coming up, to make a big diet change, and your family's not going to understand what you're talking about. But and with your family and social aspects, I really encourage you to explain this disease to them, and even take some of this educational material, because I think they'll be more accommodating and with the meals they prepare, hopefully, maybe.
Hopefully, because I know at Thanksgiving I was getting really sick the day of, just as I was eating.
Well, if you think turkey, there's no gluten. Your vegetables, there's no gluten, but maybe like the gravy on the turkey.
The gravy and
roll.